Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dipro Prattoy podcast, part 4. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about college application. Yup. If I make a podcast and I don't talk about college application, then that's not justice, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk. And in this episode, we are mainly going to be focusing on procrastination. How do I stop procrastinating? How do I stop watching Netflix? How do I stop watching a lot of different movies and episodes, playing video games, and concentrate on college application? Well, you cannot stop those. And stopping them does not ensure that you have a good college application for your universities. It's only May. And if you're thinking about college application from right now, then you are already not procrastinating. Because in my case, ladies and gentlemen, I started everything in August. Although I had the idea from a very long time, my main work started in August. So do not think that you are super productive or you want to be super productive. Because at the end of the day, all you need to be is a bit serious and a bit precautious about the deadlines. So, if you're applying for fall 2022 or the class of 2026, this podcast is for you, and listen until the end. So, you have a lot of time in your hand and you don't know what to do, and you're still watching this podcast thinking of getting out of it. Some benefits. And if you really want that, then please listen to this. I promise your life is gonna change in the next couple of minutes. Let's start with essays. Because I probably think that essays are the only place where you can work from a very long time without getting bored. How to be a good writer. How to write the best common up essay, the stellar essay that gets you into the top colleges. What is the secret formula? If you ask me, there is no secret formula. This is no Harry Potter and this is no polyjuice potion, people. All you need to do is come up with a lovely story. Now, what is a story? A story can be something that only you know or the world knows. Now, most of the time, this story is personal. That is why the story is called the personal essay. Write something personal that is meaningful to you. Alright, do it with me. Close your eyes right now. Think about the most important moment in your life. Come on, go for it. It can be your mother. It can be your first award. It can be something that was so impactful in your life that it left you a message, a lesson, something that is so important to you that every time you think about it, you're like, oh my God, that moment was special. Now, it can be a breakup with a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I won't deny that. Can you not write about those things? Of course you can write about those. That's a secret. However, whatever you write, that has to be impactful, meaningful, and leave the audience wondering that, gosh, this guy is crazy good and I need to take him. So, did you find your essay yet? You can open your eyes if you want, although you're listening to this podcast. But yeah, coming up with the proper story is very, very important. And after you are done with this, we will move into the supplemental essays. In the supplemental essays, you're gonna get a lot of questions like, why this college? Why this subject? All the whys and wheres and all the wiry loopholes, they're gonna be attacking you from different directions, and you're gonna be like, let's do it a bit later. I have a lot of time. Let's focus on Netflix for now. That is where you are wrong. Whenever you come up with a challenge, face it. Now, I have a lot of things to do, but I'm still making the podcast. But I don't consider this as procrastination because I'm doing something useful by reaching out this message to all of you. Similarly, whatever you are doing without doing the useful work, also ensure that that work is productive. If you end up not working on your essays, research on colleges, read a lot of different essays, watch a lot of different videos which are helpful, Go to Siam Bhai's channel. Go to Samin's channel. There's a lot of people who make a lot of content. Go to Dipro Prattoy's channel. That is the best in the world. Never mind. Just forget I said that. But yeah, definitely. Dipro Prattoy, almost 8,000 subscribers. A subscribe would mean a lot. And once you're done with everything that I said, as of now, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally down to the last step, and that is confidence. Confidence is something which is so important that every time you give up or you feel like giving up, this is going to be raising you right up to number one. Every time you fail an essay, and you feel like throwing up, you feel like dying by reading your own essay, you feel like you can't come up with a story, you feel like all the vocabulary you used is completely BS, that is a lovely feeling, and that happens with everyone in this world. So never, never, ever, ever, forever question yourself that I am bad, right? Just keep on working on your essays, and I promise that that is gonna be amazing. So, close your eyes again. Think about the same story that you thought a couple of minutes earlier. Did you get that? Perfect. So, before posting any of your questions or anything whatsoever in places like BBB or any other place, do your own research. How to be a good writer? Let me give you the exact answer. In order for you to write good essays, you gotta be reading a lot of good essays. If you don't know how the summit of Mount Everest is, ladies and gentlemen, you can never climb it. And in order for you to climb it, you gotta know what falls in the path. And that path is full of vocabularies, sentence structures, stories, and a lot of hobby-jobby things, just like the way I am making this podcast, right? Impromptu. If you love this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, a subscribe would mean a lot. And this was Dipro Prattoy podcast, episode number 4. And I'm gonna see you next time. Cheers! And go write your first piece of essay. The more you write, the more you succeed. Bye bye, DIZZ Nation. Sayonara.